Hello, Forex traders. Hope you're all keeping well. Today is Sunday, the 1st of March 2026. I'm wishing you a fruitful and profitable month of March and the rest of the year. So today I'm going to show you or teach you um, the footprints that the market makers leave behind before um, the market moves. Yeah. Um, This is the GBP against the US dollar on the 4-hour time frame. So what I've done is I have plotted a support and resistance zone, yeah, or area where we had multiple touches at or from, yeah. So what I want you to do is when you open your chart, I don't care what time frame it is, it happens on all time frame or instrument. Identify an area where you had a multiple bounce, yeah, acted as a support and resistance zones, yeah. So, for example, on this chart, this is the zone, yeah. So we were coming down, pushing down, and then we had this forced rejection right there before we broke down, and then we tested the level, and then bounced down, bounced back down again, retested again, down before we then went up, and then retest, and then we carried to the upside. Yeah. So what I look out for three touches before I validate a level or a zone. Yeah. Anything below three touches, I will wait until market returns back to the level. Okay. So three touches my minimum requirement. Okay, so right here we had more than three touches. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can count this as 5 and then 6. So we had enough touches. All right. So by the time we moved out of the level, yeah, we traded higher. Okay, we returned to the level. Yeah. So if by the time we're coming down, you not saw this, yeah, you will be interested in going long here because this level held there after it break out. So when it comes back again, most traders will be interested in going long. Okay, so if you've done that, you were lucky. Okay, because the markets had this explosive move to the upside. Okay, so this was, if you take a look, this move here this move here was bigger and larger than this move right here. So if you've gone long here, most traders take profit will be this high. All right. As you can see, they all took the profits. Okay. So there is no stop loss here. There are no stop loss below here. Yeah, no stop loss below here because all profits were achieved, were taken. Okay, so the banks know that they've set a trap. Okay, so what they've done is they've set a trap. They've used this level. Yeah, this level is basically the level that they've not set a trap yet. Sorry, so the level is what they're going to use to set a trap because they know that once we've seen this move here, if the market comes back again to this level, most traders will jump in to go long. All right. So if you're a support and resistance trader, if you're a supply and demand trader, this is the zone, the area where you would go long. Okay. So now they've returned to the level. Yeah. So if you're a supply and demand trader, this is a demand zone. Yeah, this is a demand zone. We had this drop, we had this base, and we had this big push to the upside, big rally. So supply and demand traders, you were taught, I'm a supply and demand trader as well. So you know what we were told was the first thing to look out for is um, uh, a big move out of the level, which we got. Um, we were also taught um, to check the length of the move away, like how big was the move away before the price returned. Yeah, so we had a big massive move away before the price returns to the level. All right, and also um how did they return? How did it come back? Did it come back in a big fashion? It did. Yeah, so it came back quite aggressively. Yeah, so supply and demand traders, they've longed right here. uh the stops will be below the zone. If you're a spot and resistance trader, this is a spot and resistance zone. Because we had this move here, we had these rejections there. So this will definitely catch your eye to take a trade. Yeah. So this is that signature. This is the footprints that they leave. This footprint here. This is what I want you to take notes. Yeah. This is what I want you to understand. Yeah. So what they do is they'll give you bullish candles off the level. Yeah. And then you would then jump in. So if you're waiting for confirmation after this big engulfing candle, I'm sure you will jump in. Yeah, you will jump in to go long, and your stops will all be below this level. All right, the stops will be below this level, and you will be targeting at least this supply zone here. If you're a supply and demand trader, you'll be trying you want to get off at this supply zone here or this high here. Yeah. So what they tend to do 99.9% of the time is they will not let you get to any highs, any previous highs they've left behind before the drop. For example, this high here, yeah, if you see the market did not get to that high because they know that there will be um, profit takers right here, right before the supply zone, and even right this high, yeah, and a lot of traders will be holding to take the profits at the this next high here. So what they do is they trap you in. Yeah, they will trap you in, and then when they're coming back to take you out, they come back very aggressively. Yeah, they come back let me zoom that for you, very aggressively. So take a look at this move to the upside. Yeah, it took its time. Yeah, 50% candles, like small body candles, before we had this engulfing candle and this engulfing candle that basically encourage retail traders to go long. Yeah. So compare this move here and this move here. Yeah. You see that this move here was quite aggressive. All right. So that's what they do. So when they're coming to take you out, they come back aggressively. So if you've gone long here, your stops will all be below this level. Yeah. And what they tend to do also is they'll come back and then they will retest the level. Yeah. And then the replacement traders, or sorry, not replacement, retracement traders will come in to go long after a retracement. Take a look, you see engulfing candle, sorry, pin bar candle, and then you had a confirmation candle, this green candle here, which was a confirmation candle. So more long traders will come in, yeah, and they'll place more stops below the level, and then bang, they came down to take them out. Okay, like I always say, when we break out on the opposite side, we always break out with massive candles, bearish candles. If we're breaking to the upside, we'll break out with bullish engulfing candles. Yeah, these candles are basically, they do two things. The first thing they do is they act as the candle that will take you out. Yeah, that's the stop on candle, and then it also acts as a candle that will encourage you, seduce you, entice you, encourage you to go short, believing that the market has taken the other side. Yeah, so breakout traders will then jump in to go short um, after this big red candle. So when they've done that, most sellers will come in. Yeah, and then they come back to retest the level. Yeah, and then they will also leave the signature, big bearish candles, um, and then more sellers, more retracement traders will jump in to go short. Yeah, so more shorts came into the market. Where would they put their stops? All these breakout traders, where would they put their stops? On the other side. All right, they put their stops all above this level. All right, so long traders here have been creamed, stops taken out. Uh, Short takers, breakout traders gone short, retracement traders gone short, stops above this level. Yeah, they need to come and take them out. Okay, so this is something that I want you to watch, to look at for when you open your charts. So look out for those zones, and this is when I will be preparing to take a trade. Okay, so this will be for me after this retest of the level. This is where I would then plot a straight horizontal line like this. Yeah. So what I'll then wait is for a break of this high to go long. Yeah. So this was the candle that got me long. This candle here got me long. Okay. And then my stop goes below this low here. Yeah. This manipulation low. And then I aim for 2 to 1 or 3 to 1 of my stop. All right. So my 2 to 1 was just right above this high, and I was happy to take my profit. Okay. So let me recap. When you open your charts, look for a support and resistance area. Do not plot a straight horizontal line like this. Do not plot something like this. Yeah, because when you do that, it would not cover the zones. For example, this, if I've done this, it would not cover this right here. So I won't get that cover right there. Yeah, and this right here also. Okay, and even this right here. So you need to use the rectangle tool, which you can find right here. This one here, rectangle tool, right? This one. So use that, and then make sure that it touches all the rejection levels. Yeah, and once you've done that, make sure that you have minimum of 3 touches of the level. Yeah, and then you wait for them to leave this signature there, this here, this footprint. So once you see this footprint and then the market closes on the other side, then this is when you then wait for a retest of the level, and then you wait for a break above the retested candle, the start of the retest candle, and to go on the other side. Okay, so this is one trade. I will show you where this happened again on the same chart. um so so after we moved up, then we came back, we had this rejection there, and then we had this rejection there, and then we had this rejection here. So this was what I'm telling you to look out for. Yeah, remember I said to you, I need at least 3 touches before I pay interest. So we had this one, we had this two, and this was a third touch right there. Okay, so this was a third touch. Let me zoom that for you. So this was a third rejection candle. Yeah, this rejection candle. Yeah, and then we came back again to the level. We had another rejection. We had this big engulfing looking like candle. Yeah, we can call it pimba. Yeah, this green candle here. So this candle is basically a candle that signifies a bullish movement in the market. So they're telling you to go long. So most traders here will go long because this is a 4-hour candle. Your stops will go below here, below the zone. Yeah, will go below the zone. Okay. Um, and then we came back. We had a lot of green candles. Yeah, a lot of green bullish candles right here. Yeah, so this is a trap that they set this right here. Yeah, so this is what I tell you to look out for. Yeah, they'll set this trap to entice you to go long. Yeah, because if you look on the left, markets moved up here. Yeah, had this big move to the upside. So when market comes back to the level, it is assumed that it will also do the same thing, move up. Yeah, so they've set a trap for you. All right, and then we broke out. Breakout traders have done what? They've they've taken shots. Yeah, they've gone short right there. Can you see these big bearish candles? So when we break out off a level, we break out with a massive red candles. Yeah, if it's on the other side, it's big bullish candles. So we broke out here, bearish candle, short takers have come in, and then we had a retest of the level, which didn't quite hold, and then we broke out. Can you see the big green candle on the other side? So when we break out of the level, we break out with massive candles. All right. So where did I take this trade? So because this wasn't a good retest of the level, I was waiting for a retest and then a green candle to a red candle to follow through, but I didn't see that. So I was patient. Yeah, I didn't jump in to take the trade. And then when we came back to the level, we had this big breakout here. Yeah, more sellers came into the market, and then this was the retest that I was looking for. So we had this retest here, this red candle, more sellers came into the market. So I waited for a break of the retest high. Yeah, the start of the retest. So this was where I then went long. So I went, this was the candle that got me long. Yeah. And then my stops was below, my stop was below this low here. Yeah. The low of the first manipulation. Yeah. Low. So this was my low here. This was the stop was below this low. And basically all I did was I went for 2 to 1. I got off at that high, I believe. Yeah, this high here. I went off. I took my profit somewhere around here. Um, yeah. So basically, that is how I trade. Yeah, that is how I trade. So you look out for these zones. Look out for these support and resistance areas where you had multiple touches, and wait for a, a footprint. They will leave this footprint for you. Yeah, they give you these big candles here. Yeah, and then they would go the opposite side to take you out before they eventually move to the upside. All right, so this happens on all time frames, any instrument. Yeah, so like I said, there are different ways to manipulate the market. So this is one of many. um, Please watch my other videos. You will see different methods. It's good to master 2, 3, 4, and then once you see them, um, you will miss them. All right. So, any questions? Drop a comment, and uh, I'll be happy to respond. All right. Um, yeah. So that's me, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, and thank you so much for watching. Bye now.